What's up, everybody? CJ here, aka Insanity. Um, the only people who are probably gonna end up ever watching this is my subscribers, or maybe some people that I know in real life. But yeah, I'm gonna do some more backbreaker streams. Uh, this isn't necessarily for to like keep the channel going. I don't care how many subs I have. This is just more of like I just have fun playing backbreaker and doing this little league thing. So I'm just gonna do it. It's more of like so I have a record of the game. So like if I forget the score of a game or something, I have video proof. But I figured, hey, I can still stream it, not just upload a private video, because somebody might want to watch. So yeah, that's that. Let's go ahead and get into the game. It's been a while since I've done this, so I don't remember all the players' names. So this is week 2 action. We've got the LA serial killers at home. Oh, look at the deep throw. It's incomplete. And they're facing off against the Arizona Cardinals. Let's see if I can pull the stats up real fast. Yeah, so in week 1, the serial killers lost to the Hurricanes, which was kind of expected. Serial killers don't have the best roster, it looks. And the Cardinals also, they won at home versus the Vaqueros. If you want to go watch some of those, they're on the channel, they're streamed. I've streamed everything. This is a completed pass deep down the left side. 36 yards, Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitz is, I think, 4th. He was 4th in the league after week 1 in receiving yards. But he had like 141, so it's pretty impressive. Let's look at this real quick. All right, here we go. Larry Fitz. Let's see what happened, because I didn't get to see the play. He just ran a streak. Oh, man, that corner just could not hang. Got the burners. All right, so big play there, and they're already deep into, well, not deep, but they're already pretty good field goal position. Wow, I can't talk. Pretty good position into enemy territory. Now they're coming out with 2 tight ends. They run it. Johnson gets 1, so they give it to David Johnson. Week 1, David Johnson didn't do so well. He didn't play bad. I do think he scored a touchdown. I know he scored a touchdown, actually, but he didn't show out or anything. So I'm interested to see how he plays against this team. All right, we got some motion. And Palmer out to the left side, complete for 5 yards. So they get a short pass completion right there. It's going to set up 3rd and like 4 or 5. All right, so it's only been 4 plays. They've got 42 yards. They're moving that ball. Only 40 seconds into the game. Here's a draw play. Johnson breaks 1 tackle or slips a tackler, but ends up losing a yard. And that's going to give them 4th down. All right, they're going to kick a field goal. Chandler, I don't even know how to pronounce his last name, but he's going to kick the field goal. They're well in field goal range. And yes, it makes it through, just barely. Okay, I said well in, but that was 50 yards. That's a pretty deep field goal. But no wind today, so it goes straight through. So, only 58 seconds off the clock. The Cardinals put up 3 points. You know they wanted a touchdown there, but hey, you move the ball, you usually get rewarded with some points. Ooh, and Jackson goes down. Okay, that is actually the quarterback. Wow, I'm not so sure on my names here. You got Laquan Jackson and LaShawn Jackson, both in this serial killer's backfield. Let me just look real fast. Okay, Laquan Jackson is the quarterback, and LaShawn Jackson is the halfback. So that was Laquan, the quarterback, on the return. So here's 1st down. There's LaShawn up the gut, and he only gets 2. A lot of traffic in the middle. Looked like he actually had a decent opening, but Nice play there by that D end. I think that's Campbell. 2nd and 8. Here's a stretch play to LaShawn. Oh, tripped up on the way out. He loses a yard. That looked like had some potential on that run. Let's see another look at it. He's headed towards the outside, get tripped up. I think that's Campbell again. Tripped up by that end. Yeah, he only had one guy in front of him for making that probably at least a 5-yard gain. So 3rd and 9. Definitely do not want a 3 and out here. He's got his brother wide open down the field, and 19 yards, Laquan to LaShawn Jackson. So if you can't get it on the ground to your halfback, just throw it deep to your halfback. Not deep, but throw it down the field to your halfback. He is too fast. Even the corners are going to have a hard time getting that cover. Awkward tackle, but a 1st down. And the serial killers on their first possession cross the 50-yard line. And tries to run it up the gut and just ends up hitting his own line, falling straight to the ground. Nothing much happening on that play. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Ball snap, drop back for Laquan. And look at LaShawn getting put down. That's Patrick Peterson. Wow, that was fast reaction time. The reaction time on Patrick Peterson. The play recognition on Patrick Peterson right there. He breaks on the pass before it's even thrown. So that's going to be a big loss. 6 yards, 3rd and 13's pretty, 3rd and 16. That's a tough play. He throws this one up, and it was caught by Mason Garza initially. But Mason does not have the hands to bring it in. That's going to be a 4th down. Yeah, he got hit pretty hard. Shouldn't say he doesn't have the hands. The coverage was there. So they got across the 50, but they lost yardage and ended up back on their side of the 50 before punting the ball. And there is Peterson on the return. Gets dragged down. So Arizona will start on their own 22-yard line here. Palmer gets his man across the middle. That's Malcolm Floyd or Michael Floyd. I think it's Michael. Michael Floyd across the middle. 4-yard completion. So 2.5 minutes through the first quarter, or halfway through the first quarter. It's 3-0 Cardinals. Let's see what they do here on 2nd down. Palmer to the air is going to fall incomplete, intended for Kerwin Williams. Let's look at it again. Looks like just a little check down route. It's a bad camera angle, cameraman. I would like to see that defensive play. Backbreaker doesn't want me to see it. Yeah, this is just a real quick check down. Oh, nice defense. This ball was honestly pickable or interceptable. He could have caught that right there. Who is that? Oh, that's it's either Bud Light or Millie Light. I don't know which one that is. Buddy Light or Millie Light. That's their names. That's the corners on the Killers. I don't know which one's which. I think that's Buddy on the left side. Anyways, here's Cardinals again. Completed pass, and they're inches short. That was a nice play. Palmer drops back, and he finds his man Floyd. That's what they needed, was that 6 yards, or they needed 6, but they needed like 6 and an inch apparently. They're short, so they're going to punt. Nice play call. Just didn't work out for them. So after getting a field goal in their first possession, their second possession results in a punt. Here's the quarterback. And Laquan Jackson is going to go down after making a few defenders miss. So after returning the punt, he's going to now lead his team in trying to march up the field. 1st down. They run the counter, and this counter play gets 8 yards for Johnson. That's the backup halfback, which is a lot of times a fullback in this league. The counter play got the entire defense going the wrong way, and he just had daylight. Now, the only problem was he didn't have the breakaway speed or moves to make anything happen. Regardless, big gain, 2nd and 2. LaShawn Jackson had so much field. Gets the first down, gets 5 yards. Good play, but it could have been a 20-yard play. He had so much field in front of him. I want to show you this one more time. Right, they have 8 in the box. Turns out to be man cover. Look at that. Look at all that field. Look at all that field. And just gets grabbed at the line of scrimmage. It's a big play, honestly, by Sharp. That's a real big play defensively. Because LaShawn Jackson has that breakaway speed. Here it is again to LaShawn. Makes a few defenders miss. Headed to the outside. Breaks a tackle. 39 yards on the ground in one play. So they didn't give up the big play last play, but this play they give a big play up on the ground. So we definitely have to watch this play again. So here it is one more time. Regular play at speed. Actually, I want to do it like this. Yeah, I want to do it like this. All right, so here it is one more time. At speed. Then we'll slow it down maybe. Oh yeah, that's nice blocking, nice running. Even breaks a tackle. Potential to score here, but shows off the moves regardless. So, gotta look at the whole play from the beginning. The blocking is really good. Look at that pancake right there. Number 78 throws a pancake right there on that defender. Just, nope, eat that turf. Then makes this defender miss. That's Sharp. That's the same defender that brought him down earlier. Now he's got to take this block from Hauser. Oh, Hauser with the pancake. I like this. They're throwing blocks today. Now LaShawn's got the outside. Probably going to get tackled, so might as well cut it back on him. And then here's Patrick Peterson tries to bring him down. Does knock him off his course. Then a linebacker does end up taking him down just inside the 15-yard line around the 12. And now they're in the red zone. So first red zone possession of the day. See what they turned it into. LaShawn again, and he gets 4. He's already nearing the 50-yard mark, and we're still in the first quarter. This is the Pro League. The Pro League record for rushing yards in a game is 91 from Carson Waxworth, quarterback of the Spartans. So that's a quarterback. So that record will be broken. That's undoubted. Undoubtedly, it will be broken. But just curious to see who and when. So, 2nd down after the run. And Laquan's going to take off with it. Laquan with the jukes. Laquan is in the end zone. That's the quarterback making a play with his feet. Laquan Jackson. Big time play right there. It's exactly what they needed. They don't necessarily have that many playmakers down the field. Actually, I would say that they don't have any elite playmakers. They have a few decent ones. That's it, just decent. Their best playmakers are Laquan and LaShawn. Man, Mason Garza actually is probably good. He's better than decent. He's got some speed. But anyways, let's look at this again. So, Laquan Jackson, I would say, is the most dangerous quarterback to run the ball in the league. He's the fastest quarterback. I'm for sure of that. That he's the fastest quarterback in the Pro League. So here's again, let's look at it from this view. So he had a lot of time in the pocket. The protection was amazing, actually. They sent 6 on the blitz, and they had 6 guys blocking. They had a few guys take their blocks to the ground. And he just decided, you know what? I'm just going to run for it. He didn't see anything downfield. Makes 2 defenders miss, and that play easily could have gone for like 50 yards, or maybe 30 if they were that deep. Regardless, it's a touchdown for the serial killers. Looking to get a win here against the team that got a win last week. So 7-3. killers over the Cardinals with 1-1-1 left on the clock in the game. Vasquez, I don't know how it's supposed to be pronounced on this guy, but kicks it off, and that kick is horrible. The return goes out past the 30-yard line, so that's not good. They need to look into getting a new kicker. First and 10. They play fake up the gut. Line collapses quickly, but it doesn't matter. It's a screen pass. He's still going. 13 yards to Larry Fitzgerald. So the line collapsed real quickly here, but it didn't matter. They ran a screen. That's why it collapsed, because it was a screen where the left tackle and the left guard both pulled. And Larry Fitz makes the grab and runs past the markers. So, nice play there on their first play of the drive. See what they decide to do on another first down. This looks like a stretch play. It is. David Johnson spins, and he goes down. He only gets a yard. Let's look at it again. Immediately after he gets the handoff, he spins. And he just runs into some defenders. Falls to the ground awkwardly, but falls to the ground. That's going to bring up 2nd and 9. This pass is thrown quickly, complete to Floyd. Oh my God! Floyd gets 21 yards. That's great. Great play. But did you see that hit? Michael Floyd just got murdered. This isn't college football, but if it was, that's targeting. Oh my God, that's Millie Light. Jeez, we have to watch that again. So here's again, he just runs a quick curl, and they don't have any coverage. They only have 3 people in coverage, and they're all back. They blitz. So that's a right pass. And then Floyd takes some blocks. Actually, a pancake right there, and he's got one-on-one. He's the only guy to beat. He's Millie Light. All he has to do is juke out Millie Light or get past and break the tackle, whatever, and that's a touchdown. And Millie Light, man, let's just look at it from this angle. Boom! Jesus! And then other people come in and go flying too, but oh my God! So he loses his footing right here, which makes it more susceptible to this big hit. And talk about helmet to helmet. It was directly helmet on helmet. Bam. Crazy hit there from Millie Light. And that prevented the touchdown. Wasn't a necessarily hard tackle. He was already kind of stumbling, but regardless, the biggest hit I've seen in this league for sure. And this one's fired out to the right side, falls incomplete. Let's look at it again. Oh, this pass. Oh, it's just off target. I think he was going for Jermaine Gresham there. He just didn't get it to him. So now it's 2nd and 10 after the incompleted pass. Cardinals take the snap. He's looking. Throws right. That's incomplete. Throws back-to-back incompletions to bring up 3rd down. Okay, well, this replay was horrible. Let's look at the backbreaker. Come on. You got to fix those replays. It's a shame they don't make these games anymore. Okay, so he's trying to hit Gresham here on this out route. Ooh, perfect coverage. So you got Buddy Light here. He's actually, I don't know if they're in man or zone, but he's breaking with the receiver to the inside and then breaks off of that throw. Off of that receiver to come over and help out the other DB. Great coverage by Buddy Light. Now 3rd down after back-to-back incompletions from Carson Palmer. That's incomplete too. 3 incompletions in a row. 4th and 10. They're going to have to kick a field goal. Pressure, I guess, got to him or at him. I'm not sure what the problem was, but he kicked it. He Threw it in the dirt. And this one from 52. Chandler Catanzaro? I'm done. I'm not trying that name again. There it is right there. I'm not trying it. Makes it from 2 yards deeper. So score is now 7-6. Cardinals cut into that lead just a little bit. Here's Hendricks on the return. Hendricks almost had a hole there. So LA's on the 34, their own 34 to start this drive with 1 second on the first left on the clock. So this is the last play of the first quarter. And LaShawn Jackson goes up the gut for a yard. So right now, into the first quarter, it's 7-6. You got two teams getting it done two different ways. One team is getting it done through the air. The other team is getting it done on the ground. 2nd and 9 now. And LaShawn Jackson stuffed at the line of scrimmage, actually behind it, loses 2 yards. So here it is again, they run the counter, and blocking looked good everywhere except one guy slips through, and that's all it takes with those big boys up front. It's hard to get away from them once they get back there if you can't get the block on them. Now that brings up 3rd and long. What a attempt there. What a throw. Tries to get it to Garza again. Incomplete. Falls incomplete. So Garza gets his hands on this one once again. But I think that's Tyrann Mathieu knocks the ball out. And that's going to bring up 4th and 11. So there was actually... here's the punt from the Killers. There was actually a corner which blitzed in on that play. That was a corner that was standing right in front of Garza. So, I see why you go to him in that situation. The safety help over the top. Tyrann Mathieu is going to be, or at least right now, for you don't know about injuries, but he's probably going to be one of the best safeties in the league. So here's the Cardinals' possession. They give it to Johnson up the gut, and he loses a yard. So this Killers defense, running defense, I should say. Their pass defense hasn't been that good, but their run defense has really shown up in the first half so far. 2nd and 11. Palmer drops back, throws. That's going to go to Jermaine Gresham. He makes some tacklers miss, and he's just brought down with like a, I don't want to call it a shoelace tackle. It was like he barely grabbed onto the back of his leg. Jermaine Gresham. Got to look at this again. So here's Gresham. Look at this catch in traffic. Jumps up, makes the grab. It's not in traffic until he's coming down. That's definitely in traffic. How did he not fall down? Somehow breaks out of it and then jukes out 2 defenders, but he doesn't actually. He juked out 1, then bike just gets him on the edge of his leg. This had, 20 yards is a big play, but that had big play potential. So after the 20-yard gain, they're now in enemy territory. Cardinals are going to play fake up the gut. Throws left. Open receiver. That's Larry Fitzgerald for 16 more yards. Man, Millie Light, that was another good hit right there. He's throwing his head at people today. Still a nice gain there from Mr. Consistency, Larry Fitzgerald. And it looks like the Cardinals are in scoring position yet again. They run the counter. Blocking's good. Throws left side. Incomplete. Intended for Larry Fitzgerald. We'll have to look at the replay, but from what I saw, Fitzgerald had one man in front of him. Oh, was the pass out of bounds? They did a poor job showing the replay again. So we'll look at it ourselves. She's got 2 guys in front of him, but they don't play man. Look at the space right here. This should be a touchdown. Oh no, Carson Palmer put it too far to the outside. This is all Carson Palmer. All Carson Palmer has to do is throw his pass a little more accurately. You know Larry Fitz is going to catch it. Yeah, look at this catch. Catches it and then just steps out. He's a yard short. But he also got to get both feet in bounds. That's on Larry Fitz because, sorry, that's on Carson Palmer because Larry Fitz is headed, before the pass is thrown, right here, he's headed straight. And then you can see over there, the pass is thrown and Larry Fitz cuts towards the sideline. Man. So, that big play potential, they didn't get the completion. So let's see what they do here on 2nd and 10. So close to a touchdown. Here's Johnson, and he gets manhandled. His line has not been able to make some space for him. That's Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms actually holds the record for most sacks in a game with 3. So after the 2-yard loss on the run, they come out with 4 wide. And this pass is caught. That is David Johnson catches it across the middle. What was that, 31 yards? Is that what they said? Or did they say 21? I guess they said, well, I'm not sure. But he gets inside the 5 here. Man, David Johnson, he showed off the speed and the streak. So another big play. So let's look at this play. Like I said, 4 wide. They snap it, and he just runs straight down the field. Nobody covers him. He breaks off this tackle right here. He actually doesn't break it off, but he does a good job to fight through it and get inside the 5. So now they're inside the 5. They haven't had turnover problems all day. You got to expect them to at least get 3 here, but they probably get 6. Here's a throw. Palmer, end zone, incomplete. Palmer's already up to 145 passing yards. Oh, he had a man. That's Jermaine Gresham. That's the red zone threat. But he didn't get both feet in bounds. Man, he had him wide open. They audible and bring everyone to the line. They give it to... That's not Johnson. That's Kerwin Williams for the rushing touchdown. Johnson's been the one carrying the load today on the ground, and then Kerwin Williams gets one handoff, and he's untouched. They haven't really blocked for Johnson all day. As soon as Williams comes in the game, he could have taken that 10 more yards. So apparently they're going for 2. And the defense wasn't ready for it, had to audible out of it, and it's picked off. Carson Palmer, they're going for 2 here. And he throws this one right to a linebacker. I'm not even sure who it is. And the rules, when this game actually came out, I'm not sure why they just went for 2. They were down. Well, okay, that makes sense actually. If they get that 2-point conversion, they're up 7. So that would have made sense. Anyways, the rules when Backbreaker came out, were that you couldn't return. If you got a pick on a 2-point conversion, you couldn't return it back for points. So that's why he didn't take off with it. So long drive leads in 6, and now the Killers get the ball back. And LaShawn Jackson immediately falls down to the ground after contact. But he doesn't. If you're gonna fall down forward, right? So he takes the hit and he falls down forward. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 7. And LaShawn loses 3. Who is that linebacker? Minter gets into the backfield quickly. Look at the speed on Minter. He's just mad or something. I don't know what's up with him. He really blew that play up, making it 3rd and 10. And this pass is complete to Ham Sandwich. 23 yards. That's a 1st down. 3rd down conversion. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 on the 46-yard line. And LaShawn is blown up in the backfield. Loses a yard. So after those few runs earlier, basically he's had a rough outing since that first quarter. He had a few nice runs. Since then, not so much. So 2nd and 11. Here goes Laquan Jackson. And he gets 20 yards running on the ground. He is just ridiculously athletic. The speed on this quarterback is unreal. He could play receiver, maybe even halfback. He's pretty strong too. So that nice play there brings up 1st and 10 from inside the 30. Here's a run. LaShawn falls forward, gets 4 yards. So he's over the 50-yard mark. He's had a few negative yardage runs today, though, so he might not stay there. 2-minute warning is approaching, and it hits. So we just hit the 2-minute warning. It's 12-7. Arizona is up. The Killers can't seem to get what they want happening. Here it goes. And a sack. Lamar Woodley blitzes into the backfield quickly. And Laquan goes down. Man, this is a solid hit. And some solid pressure. They got to the quarterback almost immediately, bringing up 3rd and long. We already know their field goal kicker isn't the best. This throw is incomplete. Throw intended for Miles Hauser. You can't blame that one on your quarterback there, Laquan Jackson. Jackson puts this ball in a good spot. For some reason, Hauser decides not to catch the football. Basically, there's no other way to really look at it. And here's Vasquez. Kicks this one. It's up. It's curving. It's not going to have the distance. So Vasquez misses this field goal short. That's going to be a turnover on downs. This is just short, maybe 2 yards short. So maybe not just short, but like I said earlier, they need to look into getting a new kicker. And wow, Lucky Charms. I think that's going to go down as a sack. I think they were actually running the football there. Yeah, that goes down as a sack. We got to look at this again. Lucky Charms breaks into the backfield he jumps almost simultaneously as the ball is snapped. Actually, he jumps way before it. That's why. Gets up before the ball is snapped, but doesn't go across the line of scrimmage, so it's all illegal. And he eats up that play, 7 yards loss. And now the Cardinals are coming out 5 wide. They have the lead with under 2 minutes left in the first half, but they do not care apparently. Well, I say that. Now it looks like they're going to burn the clock down, so that's kind of counterintuitive. I'm not sure what they're trying to do here. They have 5 wide, but they're going to burn the clock. 3 seconds left on the play clock. They snap it, and he just throws it in the dirt. Okay. If you were going to burn the clock, you wouldn't throw it in the dirt. 3rd and 17. And he gets this one completed to Fells, 2nd string tight end. But he doesn't get the distance. They got 14 yards, but it was 3rd and 17. Buddy Light does a good job to just make sure they don't get the first down. The clock is moving, so the Killers are going to call a timeout. And now the quarterback, Laquan Jackson, is back to return this punt. And makes a defender miss, and then the second tackler brings him down. So 1st and 10 Only 50 seconds left on the clock, and they have most of the length of the field to go. Will be a difficult task, but they'll attempt it. This one, complete to Mason Garza on the left side. That's his first grab of the game, 18 yards. They choose not to stop the clock. And this pass, Mason Garza can't hang on through the contact. Heard that a few times today, and it falls incomplete. He got a tough cover over there, though. Patrick Peterson and Tyrann Mathieu. This is the best secondary, probably the best secondary, if not one of the best secondaries in the league, in the Cardinals, so they don't need to fret. And they also have a good pass rush. Frosty Rucker breaks into the backfield with quickness, brings down Laquan Jackson. So here comes Rucker again, just basically unblocked. And they choose not to stop the clock, which makes sense with 30 seconds left. And Campbell gets the sack, loss of 10. He tried to make some movement in the pocket, and he had movement, and he had an open receiver, but he saw him a little bit too late. And he also, he saw the receiver too late, couldn't make the play. Mike could have ran with it, but not a whole lot of reason to run with the ball. More time on the game clock than the play clock. I don't see why they would even punt the football here. And they elect not to, so we're going into the half with the score being Cardinals 12, Killers 7. And we're just going to jump right into the second half. We'll talk about stats at the end of the game. So now we're in the second half. Like I said, Cardinals are up 12-7 against the Killers. And this is a home game for the Killers. You got to win your home games because your home games are user controlled. So, and there's Laquan Jackson. Another return. Gets it to the 36. Killers first down. Here's LaShawn Jackson. Takes a bump. Ends up recovering and making a positive play out of it. 3 yards. I mean, 3 yards isn't a super impressive play. But hey, if you saw what happened at the beginning, you know that 3 yards is actually pretty impressive that he had the speed to turn that into something. Three-yard gain leads to 2nd and 7. And after gaining 3, they give it back to him. Looks like the same play call, and he loses 1. Look at him being carried by Frosty Rucker. He just won't let go of Rucker. He got hit hard. As soon as he got the football, he took about 2 steps and went nowhere. So they run the ball twice. The net total is 2 yards gained. Brings up 3rd and 8. And he takes up off the middle, and Laquan Jackson gets 14 yards on the ground. Man, I told you, the speed is a game changer. Without Laquan Jackson, this team would have no points, and they might not even have they'd have a hard time finding a first down, especially against this defense. So nice run there by the QB. It's going to bring up a first down, and the QB's brother, LaShawn Jackson, takes a handoff up the gut for 3. Now we're looking at 2nd down. And he tries to run again, but Campbell's actually going to get credited with the sack here. The pressure came quickly. He didn't like what he saw downfield, and he tried to run for it, but he didn't have enough space here. Didn't have enough space to run around with this one. And he ends up just getting brought down. So 3rd and 9 after the loss. He finds a man downfield, left side. That's Mason Garza. Oh, Mason Garza took a hit, but he gets 26 yards, and that's going to bring up a 1st down. So we've seen in this game, and if you watch the last game, you should just know that Laquan Jackson, his tendencies are to run when he gets some pressure. But this time he holds his poise because the blocking was great. Blocking up front is good, and Garza's found open. So let's look at this. Let's go to Garza real quick, and let's just see the route he runs. Because he starts out on the left side of the field, and he doesn't even make a cut. He just kind of slowly turns around the edge and finds open space. Man, he got hit, though, right? 2 linebackers against a speed receiver, which speed receiver is known for being fast, but not as strong. So, you know those linebackers have some strength. After the big play, now down on the 20. He throws a dart to Hauser, who gets popped in the mouth, but he does make the grab. 15 yards, that's his first catch of the game. Hauser does not have the agility to make this juke. He makes the grab, and he tries the juke. Oh my gosh. A bunch of big hits in this game. And talk about popped, he got floored. And this pass thrown up top, and what coverage. Patrick Peterson is on another level in terms of coverage. Nice coverage percent of the time. In fact, that he was able to swat that down is just impressive. And LaShawn Jackson, he tried to jump over the pile from 5 yards out. Hey, that sometimes it can work. You can ride the wave across the top, but there was no wave. He just gets undercut and falls straight down on his face. We got to look at this again. So he takes a handoff on the right side. He tries to jump up over the line. But like I said, there's no line really to jump over. He just kind of jumps into a defender, Campbell. Campbell just kind of grabs him and says, okay, if you want this. Brings him down on his face. Look at it again. So 3rd and goal now. And this pass is out to the left side, incomplete. Wow. So Laquan Jackson likes to use his feet, right? And you're only 4 yards away. You already got a touchdown earlier in the game on the ground. On the called pass play, you ran it as your quarterback. See, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen here. And then he decides to throw it out to the left side to a receiver who, it's Logan Fallon. Logan is wide open on this play. Well, yeah, look at that. There's no one anywhere near him. He just doesn't catch the football. All he's got to do is catch that football, and they're probably going to score a touchdown. But he doesn't. He's, I guess, too excited about the prospect of scoring a touchdown in the pro league, and he ends up dropping the ball. So if he catches that pass, they throw 7 more points on the board, but he doesn't, and so they're still losing. That's how big certain play. Every play matters. That's how big that play was. So after the field goal goes through, Vasquez makes a field goal. Now he kicks it off. Gets pancaked on the kickoff. Just over 3 minutes left in the third. The Cardinals have the lead and the ball on their own 27. Palmer takes a snap. Play fake to Johnson. Throws it complete. Right side to Floyd. That's 27 more yards. That looked like a 20-yard curl. Yeah, ran about 20 yards. Uncovered. Just comes back to it. And man, I know Buddy didn't do a good job in coverage there, but he had the over-the-top coverage. What he did do a good job was making that tackle. You don't make that tackle, that's a touchdown. Big play leads the first down. They gave it to Johnson, who gets a yard back, but he's still negative on the day, which is crazy to me that David Johnson has a negative 1 yards in the third quarter of a football game. If I remember correctly, he didn't play that well in week 1. So I don't know. I don't know if it's a team. Maybe he needs a trade. Maybe he needs to... I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. Here's the pitch to Johnson. And gets dropped at the line of scrimmage. So he's still negative. Looked like he had a lot of space there. He just didn't really have the speed to get away from that backside defender. No, I blame that on the blocking. He came through the blocking. So 3rd and 9. They need this conversion here if they're looking to extend this lead at all. This one is across the middle. That's got to be a completion. 23 yards to Jermaine Gresham. Carson Palmer is virtually picking this defense apart. In the first quarter, he kind of performed a little poorly with a few inaccurate passes, but other than that, the man has just been beasting. Here's Gresham. Yeah, this is nice. You got Gresham one-on-one with a DB. That's a safety. Yeah, there's no chance. He just falls down. He had nothing to do with that play. He ends up, let me guess, was that? Oh, okay. That was Homer. I was going to say, is that Buddy Light making the play? He's making some nice tackles. So, another big play. This one goes to Gresham through the air. So, brings up another first down inside the 25-yard line. Here's Johnson with some yardage. Gets 6 there on the play on the ground. He showed off the power on this run. He got to that outside, then goes under in between the guard and the tackle, puts his head down, gets some yardage. So that's the first, I would say, successful run play they've had of the day. But they haven't really needed it. They're in the lead, and they've been passing the ball very well. Only problem is the field goals. They had 2 field goals, but they probably wanted touchdowns. Palmer gets some pressure, has to throw this one in the dirt. Pressure got there quickly, but good job by the veteran-savvy quarterback. Throw it in the dirt. Save some yardage. It's 3rd and 4. He got a man. He doesn't have a man. That's picked off by Bike. I don't remember how to pronounce his first name. It's like Tricycle or something like that. Tricerius. I don't remember. I didn't make this roster. But he just, wow, I was giving props to Palmer for veteran savvy, saying he's picking this defense apart. I said this is their chance to extend the lead, and then let's see what he was trying to do here. Who is he? Oh, okay. So you've got Floyd right here on the backside, makes this cut, and he tries, oh wow, he just underthrows this ball, and he just doesn't see that this is a zone. He doesn't see the linebacker in the zone, and he throws it right to him. So that's really big for the Killers right here to get that pick, and they give it to Johnson for 4 up the gut. So really big play there for the Killers to get that pick. Now the real question is, can they march down the field and at least get a field goal to take the lead? Because they started this drive out on the 12-yard line. So after running it to Johnson on 1st, they run it to him on 2nd, but this time it goes for nothing. So real quick, 2 run plays, and it's 3rd and 6. This pass hits a receiver in the hands. Man, Laquan Jackson, he is a pure athlete, right? So his main flaw, even though he's the fastest quarterback, strongest quarterback, most agile quarterback, probably in the league, he's usually not that accurate, right? This game, though, you can argue that he's been accurate enough to get them a win. It's been his receivers that haven't came through. You remember that last possession? They had a touchdown. Receiver drops the ball. This possession, man, is it a little bit behind the receiver? Look, yeah, maybe it's a little behind his hands, but what can he do? Slow down a little bit? Or maybe just put his hand back a little bit? This is a catchable football. In backbreaker, this is catchable. That's a perfect pass. That should be a first down, and Miles Hauser can't bring it in. The punt is away. And Peterson puts a man in the dirt and then goes down. So, not a good punt because they didn't have good field position to start, and their punter's not that good. That gives the Cardinals good field position to start. Johnson gets nothing on the run. So we'll see if they can capitalize with this good field position. They should at least get a field goal out of this, right? They just need a first down for a field goal easily, right? Just get a first down. They play fake the draw, and then they throw it. That's the first down. Gets it to Brown. That's only his second catch of the game. Nice catch in traffic for Brown. That's going to bring up a first down from the 30-yard line. They've already made a field goal from deeper than this distance. So just don't turn the ball over. Here is Johnson. Gets tackled from behind for 2 yards. Man, this play looked like Johnson might actually get some yardage. But nope. Only gets 2. Now we're at 2nd and 8 after the short run. Under 30 seconds in the quarter, and they hand it to Williams, who scored a touchdown on the ground earlier to take the lead. The only touchdown of the day for the Cardinals. He only gets 1. So 3rd and 7. See if they can get the conversion here, or if they're going to have to settle for a field goal. No play fake. Palmer with time. Completion. They needed 7. He got 6. So they get the completion to Michael Floyd, but they do not get the first down. Looks like they're going to settle for a field goal. Let's look at that pass one more time. So look at this. Here's Floyd. He actually runs past the sticks, and he comes back to the football. This is a tough catch. Well, it's not a tough catch, but it's tough to hang on to it after the catch, right? Makes you grab, and you got 2 linebackers that hit you. I'm surprised he got that close to the first down marker. And they don't kick it off in time, or sorry, kick the field goal in time. It's going to bring us to the 4th quarter. Oh gosh, what is he doing? Okay, there's a flag down. There should be a flag down. Yes, Buddy Light, what was he doing? He was just walking down the field, and whoa, wait a minute. Okay, they declined the penalty, and they take the 3 points. But I think if they accept, they would have got a first down, right? 7 points is always better than 3. I would not have accepted, or I would not have declined that penalty, especially here in the 4th quarter. The home team giving them the ball, and Laquan just gets tackled by Peterson. Shoelace tackle. That's gonna get up. He's still got to cross the 30 though. He's done a good job in the return game. 1st and 10. Throws this one out to his brother. His bro makes some tackles, or breaks some tackles. Sorry, makes some tacklers miss. He gets 15. I think he made like 5 guys miss on that play. Real quick, let's look at it again. He drops back and basically decided as soon as he snapped the ball, I'm just going to give it to my little bro. Or sorry, that's his. I think that's his big brother actually. They go there. The numbers on their jerseys are the in sequential that they in sequence who was born. So that's why there's a number 13 right there on the line, that right guard. That's the other Jackson brother, the oldest. Anyways, enough of backstories. Hauser makes this catch and jukes out 2 defenders for 18 yards. He had to leap up in the air for this one. So they run that post again for Hauser, and he makes sure, he jumps up in the air and makes sure to make that grab. And he even makes 2 defenders miss and then gets the first. So 18 yards. I told you, Arizona. The Killers are the home team. You don't need to give them that ball back. Well, I say that. Then here comes Minter. Kevin Minter flies into the backfield. Well, I shouldn't say flies. He had time in the pocket. Everybody was covered up. He takes a sack, loses 10. Throws this out to his brother again. And he only gets a yard. So Laquan to LaShawn only goes for a yard. It looks like we still have 3rd and 20 on our hands. And all the time in the pocket, and he still throws a pick. That's Minter. Kevin Minter. Wow. Okay, so Laquan just kept dropping back and back and back in the pocket. He had time. And he throws it to the wrong team. So look at what he saw again. He's looking at Garza the whole play, right? And he could throw it to Garza right here. Probably should have. Right? Garza might make that catch across the middle. He was kind of open. And then right here, right? This is what he's looking for. He's looking for Garza to get past that left wall of the defense. But Garza actually runs into a defender down there. I don't know if you can see him. And he ends up turning up the field, so he's not open anymore. So he's just looking for anybody, right? And look, he sees this guy running across the middle. He's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna throw it there. That guy's open. Didn't even notice the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And Minter makes the play, does not hesitate to make the play. And that's big time. The Cardinals have a chance now to maybe burn some clock. Let's see how they play the situation. Quick pass, left side. Intercepted. So they throw an interception right back. This one goes to Millie Light. Carson Palmer with his 2nd pick on the day. Wow, so he tries to go quick slant. Left side. It's tipped up in the air. We're definitely going to watch that replay. Oh my gosh. Okay. So he's got Michael Floyd, left side. Quick slant. He throws it. Oh. Okay. Wow, this is hilarious. Palmer goes to Floyd. And you can see Floyd, where Floyd is running and where the ball is coming, that's behind Floyd. So Floyd stops, comes back to it. But he stopped in time, right? He stops in time to make this pass, or complete this pass. But he doesn't even try. It just hits him in the head. I guess it's it's not high. He could catch that. It hits him right in the head. It bounces up in the air. There it is up in the air, flying high. And look, Michael Floyd even dives for it. But Millie Light's too strong. He just kind of throws him on the ground. And he reaches up, grabs it. And David Johnson's mad. David Johnson tried to make him fumble. Look, David Johnson hits him. Gets a hand on the football. Yeah, and David Johnson definitely tried to force a fumble there. Doesn't matter. He hangs on to it off the tip drill. So, interception followed by an interception. You'd think these teams would run the ball maybe. And no running the ball here. As Garza once again can't hang on through the contact. How many times have I said that today? 4, 5, 6? I don't know. A lot of Laquan's interceptions today have come from that, but most of these incompletions you can't blame on Garza. He's not going to be able to catch those through the traffic like that. Quick out throw and incomplete. So Jackson falls under 50% completion percentage. Drops back, throws the left. Intended for Fallon. And the coverage was actually really good there, even on a quick out. So 3rd down now. And this one picked off again. Sean Witherspoon. Laquan Jackson gives it right back. So Laquan Jackson throws a pick. The next play, Carson Palmer throws a pick. So on that possession coming off the pick, it's like 3 plays later, Laquan Jackson throws another pick back to the Cardinals. Nobody wants the football. Yeah, look at this. This is not a good decision. Miles Hauser, not a fast receiver, makes a break. Yes, it's a linebacker, but look, linebacker in coverage, sure. But if you're going to make this throw, right, this has to be deep. Like, this has to be over here on this side. Not on this side. You can't make this throw short. You have to make this throw far if you're going to miss this throw. But he not only does he not make the throw on target, he misses short. And easy pick for Witherspoon. If he puts it in a better spot, could be a good play, but I would say bad play and inaccurate. And man, so the Cardinals get another chance to steal this game, already up 5. And this pass, they're not risking it. They throw it quickly out to Williams, and he gets 4 yards. They are not planning on risking this at all. Second and 6 from the 37. Handoff up the gut, and it's going to go nowhere. So after the gain of 0 on the second down play, brings up 3rd and 6. Cardinals need a conversion here if they want to try and seal this game. Throws right, Palmer complete, gets 6 yards, and it's just enough. Gresham barely gets it. Here's the replay. He just got his foot across that line. Gresham makes the grab on the outside. He planted his foot into the ground, and that was how he got the first down. Handoff up the gut, and Johnson's going to get 5. That's his best run of the day. Or I guess he had a 6-yard carry earlier, but he's not doing so well on the ground. But it hasn't really seemed to be an issue for the Cardinals' offense. 2nd and 5 after the nice run up the gut. And 3-yard gain. Looks like we have to look at this play again. The coverage is really good. Oh, wow. Carson Palmer ran with the football. You don't see that every day. I have to look at this replay. Carson Palmer decided to run it. Carson Palmer is one of the slowest quarterbacks. I guess he's not one of the slowest. But yeah, the pressure, there's no pass pressure, right? This line is just eating them up. The pass coverage is really good. Oh, he juked out a defender. Who is that? That's Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms leads the league in sacks, and he jukes out Lucky Charms. That's hilarious. Never mind. Charms does come back to get the tackle, but he gains 3. Impressive, I guess. 3rd and 3. See what they do here. Looks like it's a play fake, and Palmer goes down. Lucky Charms gets his revenge. He got juked out of his shoes on the previous play. On this play, gets into the backfield. Actually, 2 guys got into the backfield, but Charms gets to him first, so he will get credited with the sack. He gets into the backfield and gets Palmer to the ground very quickly. Brings up 4th and 9. Here's the leaping grab for Laquan Jackson. Laquan Jackson makes some guys miss. Laquan Jackson, the quarterback, head down the sideline and ends up getting tackled by Williams, I believe, or is that Andre Ellington? So we'll have to look at this again. Man. Laquan Jackson, this is their quarterback. I have to keep putting emphasis on this because he's returning punts. So first of all, look at that athletic play. Jumps like 3 feet in the air for that punt return. Jukes you out. Jukes you out. Jukes 2 more guys out. And then he's got field. He's got a lot of field in front of him. It looks like he's got 1 guy that's got his speed close to him. And no, that's Kerwin Williams. And he goes for the stiff arm, but Williams takes a good angle on the tackle. Gets him down and out of bounds, but hey, he's inside the 30. They're already in scoring position. They do need a touchdown here, though. So drop back, throw, and almost picked off again. Now, I don't want to put a whole lot of the fault on Laquan Jackson. I mean, yes, I do actually want to put some fault on him. 2 picks isn't good, but do take it with a grain of salt. The Cardinals have a really great secondary. Patrick Peterson should have picked that ball off too. But regardless, pass intended for Mason Garza falls incomplete, bringing up 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson running with it, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to credit Frosty Rucker with a sack. He almost broke out of the backfield there and got some yardage, but he does end up going down after making about 3 guys miss. What an arm tackle. He just throws him on the ground. So now here's 3rd and 10. Key play here. They really need a first down. This one across the middle. Garza makes the grab. That's a first down. 17 yards. Big play there. Garza coming up clutch with the grab across the middle. Look at it one more time. He kind of got bounced around after the play. So here it is again. Garza breaks into the open. Good throw. And then he kind of gets bounced around at the end of the play. Regardless, first down. That's a big play. And let's see what happens here. They're down on the 13 with over 1:20 left. Laquan to LaShawn for the touchdown to take the lead with less than 1:16 left. The low bro to big bro connection. The coach of the serial killers, Keelan Ease, jumping up and down on the sidelines, and look at that. Through traffic. That's not an easy grab. There was a lot that could have gone wrong in this play, but it doesn't matter. They get it done, right? Let's look at this whole play. First of all, here's Laquan, takes a snap, and pretty quickly the pressure comes, right? Look at all this pressure. He's got 3 guys coming right at him, but nope, he's not afraid, bro. Not even scared. He's looking for his brother the whole way, gets hit right after he throws the ball. Doesn't matter. He throws this up where it's basically LaShawn's going to get his hands on it. Can he hang on to it? He gets his hands on it, and yup, hangs on through it, through the traffic. Touchdown, serial killer. So you got to be curious. Should they go for 3 here to at least go up by a field goal? I think they should go for 2 here to go up by a field goal, go up by 3. Throws this one outside. It's caught, but it's not complete. Interesting here. I thought he got both feet in, but maybe not. So I don't even know who that receiver is. Number 17, Harris. I honestly don't know who this is. It doesn't matter. Harris makes a cut. He's gotten pretty decent opening because Peterson plays this route horribly. But let's look at this. So catch. He's got the ball in his hands. This is a catch because the ball's there. He caught it. Right foot touches. Left foot touches. And the right foot doesn't touch again, but you only need 2. This should be a catch. But for some reason, the game doesn't register that step right there. And no 2-point conversion. Still, regardless, doesn't matter. The Killers, regardless of if they got that 2-point conversion, they were going to have to worry about playing defense, and that's what they got to do on this possession if they want to seal the deal here at home and get this victory. Let's see what happens. Here's the return. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, 28-yard line. They come out 5 wide, so they're showing they're not even trying to play like they're going to run this ball. It's complete to Golden, his first grab of the game. That's his first grab of the season, I believe, and it only goes for a yard. And minute 8 left. Here's Palmer throwing right side, tipped up, and falls incomplete. So Palmer, other than the interceptions, he's having a good day statistically, but those interceptions hurt. See, this game doesn't like to show the replays accurately at all. Here it is, throws it up, and he just underthrows this ball. You put it a little higher, and Floyd's going to make this grab, but throws it short, and it's deflected down to the ground. 3rd and 9 now, real quick. They already got 3rd down. And he throws this one in the dirt as he's hit. Is that going to be intentional grounding? It is. And that's 4th down either way. So this play gets blown up. He jumps into the defender. I'm not sure why. But they're definitely going to accept that penalty, making it 4th and 19. 4th and 19. They're going to go for it. There's only a minute on the clock. They basically have to. He throws this one. It's intercepted by Sanders on the right or on the left side. So after being down most of the game, even though it wasn't never by more than one possession, the Killers were down most of the game, and it looks like they're going to come back. That's the 3rd pick Palmer's thrown in this game. That's going to be a question that they're going to look at probably later in the season. They're going to have to keep an eye on his interception total. And I'm just curious. So I'm not saying don't throw it to Larry Fitzgerald. I'm just saying, do you not see the linebacker? I think the read here for Palmer is he thinks that this linebacker, Sanders, is in man coverage on Brown, but he's not. He's in zone, and you throw it too low, that's an easy pick. And now the Killers have it inside the 20, and all they can run the clock out and end this game. They run it up the gut. LaShawn Jackson gets 1 yard. He had a great first quarter. He had like 49 yards in the first quarter, and he's only got 58 here late in the game. So after one run, the Cardinals not calling a timeout, which I don't know. I think I would call a timeout. Maybe they're going to wait until the next play. Not sure, but the serial killers are going to play the smart, burn all the clock that they can, and try and get this win. 1 second on the play clock. They get the snap. They hand it to Johnson. Johnson gets 6. He's had a pretty good day on the ground for a backup halfback. Actually, really good day in terms of his average yards per carry. So, once again, the Cardinals not going to call a timeout. It's extremely questionable. There's more time on the play clock than the game clock, so this game's over. No reason to snap the football. Not sure what the Cardinals are thinking here. Doesn't matter though, game's over. The home team, serial killers, gets the win, and I'm impressed. I wasn't expecting the Killers to pull out a win. I gotta say, Laquan Jackson did throw 2 picks in this game, but he's solely the reason they win the game. Yeah, there it is. Player of the game, Laquan Jackson. And they give Kevin Minter defensive player of the game. He had a few stats. Let's, real quick, there's the team stats if you're interested. They're about what you would think they'd be. I think the Cardinals probably needed that run game after all, even though I said they didn't. Looking at the interceptions, a total of 5 interceptions, which is crazy to me. Doesn't normally happen. We'll look at serial killer stats first. Laquan Jackson, only 159 passing yards. Does throw a touchdown and also ends up running for a touchdown on 2 picks. He didn't have a good day statistically, but if we go to rushing, what he did on the ground, rushing for 42 yards and getting that touchdown early in the game, and the plays he was making with his feet, I would say, yeah, he definitely deserved that player of the game. Then his brother LaShawn, 58 yards on 17 carries. Looking at receiving, you have Garza had 31 yards on the day on 3 grabs. LaShawn Jackson out of the backfield, 42 yards and a touchdown. Miles Hauser, 33 yards. And Ham Sandwich had 1 catch for 23 yards. Bike had 8 tackles. Charms had 2 sacks, Lucky Charms. Bike Sanders and Millie Light all had an interception, and Vasquez actually missed the field goal from inside of 30 yards. Wow, I don't think so. Those stats might be wrong, but he missed the field goal. Okay, let's look at the other team, and then that'll be it for this stream. So, Carson Palmer, much better. Well, his yards were better, 240 yards, but he had no touchdowns and 3 picks. So, they need to look at that. That's probably why they weren't able to close this out. He just kept turning the ball over. And when you turn the ball over, you don't throw any touchdowns, and you have less than 25 yards running when your best player on your offense, David Johnson, goes 12 carries for 12 yards, and your backup scores your only touchdown of the game. Got to look at it. Larry Fitz had 141 yards in week 1, so not as great of a performance, especially because all 65 of those yards, I believe, came in the first half. Other than that, though, he had 65. Floyd had 64. Gresham with 49. And David Johnson had a 24-yard grab. Minter had a sack, 10 tackles, and a pick. Weatherspoon had a pick. Catanzaro made 2 field goals. And that's it for this game. Yeah, that's it for this stream. There will definitely be more. Don't know when, probably tomorrow or the next day. About to go on Thanksgiving break, so there won't be too many streams. But when I get back from that, we'll do some more Backbreaker. Yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.